Good morning students. Welcome to my channel Venkat Academy. Students, please subscribe and like my channel. You can get some more videos. Students, today I have to learn one more important topic, that is what is meant by lens and what are the image formation by convex lens and concave lens. Yes, students, first of all have to try to understand what is meant by lens. So what is meant by lens? See, lens is nothing but it is a piece of transparent material. So this is the piece of transparent material. It made up of glass. So this lens has mainly two important surfaces are there. So here one surface and another side one more surface is there. And also it has two refractive index are there. So one refractive index, this is one refractive index N1 and one more refractive index N2. Understand students? And same way, what is meant by this lens then? So lenses mainly two types are there. One is convex lens and one more is concave lens. What is the definition between convex lens and concave lens? First of all, what is meant by convex lens? Convex lens means you can observe carefully. You can check the center of the lens. Means that middle is very thick and the edges are very thin. That's why what is the definition of convex lens? Convex lens definition is thicker in the middle, thinner in the edges. Thicker in the middle and the edges are very thinner. Means that is small size. That's why that is name is convex lens. This convex lens, when light rays falls on the convex lens, it always converge the light rays. Means that refracted rays converge. That's why a convex lens is also known as converging lens. And also the focal length of convex lens is always positive. That's why the problems also should take a convex lens focal length always plus. Next, what about here two important surfaces are there. Here one convex lens surface, here one more convex surface is there. That's why this is also known as biconvex lens. Yes. What is meant by concave lens? This is a concave lens. Concave lens means you can observe carefully that the center of the lens. Okay, the center of the lens is very thin compared to the edges. So the edges are very thick edges compared to the middle. That's why what is the definition of concave lens? A concave lens definition is thinner in the middle, thicker in the edges. That is nothing but concave lens. And also when light rays falls on the concave lens, automatically diverge. That's why this lens is also known as diverging lens. And also the focal length of concave lens always negative. That's why concave lens is also known as negative lens. Understand students? These two lenses are very important. Next, we have to go to discussion about what are the important terms in the especially lenses. Should take any lens, concave or convex lens, what are the important terms are there? So in the convex lens, important terms are what is meant by aperture. Aperture is nothing but the width of the lens. Okay, where that all incident rays touches, the total width is nothing but aperture. So that is the first point. What is second point? What is meant by pole? Pole is nothing but here optical center. The center of the lens, nothing but optical center. The midpoint of the geometrically have to observe the center of the lens is nothing but optical center. Next, what is meant by center of curvature? So center of curvature means we have to observe that the geometrical sphere of center of the lens is nothing but, means you have to observe that the geometrical sphere of lens is nothing but, that midpoint is nothing but center of curvature. And what is meant by focus? Focus means when light rays falls on the lens. When light rays falls on the lens, what will happen? That refracted ray meet one point. All refracted meet at one point. That point is nothing but focus. You know very well what is the focal length. Focal length means the length from optical center to focus. That is nothing but focal length. Understand? Then what is the principal axis? Principal axis is nothing but which light ray is traveling along the optical center. Means a line joining through optical center is nothing but principal axis. So these are all important terms in especially lenses. Next, what is meant by ray diagrams in the convex lens and concave lens? In the convex lens especially, when light ray passes parallel to principal axis, when light ray passes parallel to principal axis, after refraction it passes through focus. When light ray passes parallel, after it passes through focus. That is the ray 1. Then what about ray 2? Ray 2 means when the light ray passes through focus. When light ray passes through focus, after refraction it passes through parallel to principal axis. That is the ray 2. What is the ray 3? Ray 3 means when light ray passes through optical center. Okay, means that is nothing but normal. When light ray passes through optical center, it is undeviated. Means there is no refraction. It goes same path. That is the ray 3. Understand? So by using of this ray diagram, you have to do some practicals, especially convex lens and concave lens. You know very well, in the concave mirror, we have discussed in 6 cases. Okay, in the same as usual. In the concave mirror is always equal properties of convex lens. So okay, in the convex lens also 6 cases are there. And their convex mirror is equal to concave mirror properties. Means almost virtual and almost same. Convex mirror is equal to concave lens. Okay, let's begin. We have to do some practicals on convex lens. Means convex lens image formation. In the means we have to keep the candle in different conditions. We have to find what about image distance and what are the properties of image. Okay, let's go. Yes, see students here what are the important objects here? Here this one is lens holder. This is convex lens. Screen, this is a meter scale, and also you have to observe here what is this point. I already explained here exactly the center of that lens is nothing but optical center. Here this is the O is there, this is nothing but optical center, and this is f1. In the lenses, two focuses, means here f1 and 2f1 is there. Here f1 and this is 2f1, and right side also you have to observe here. This is the f2 and 2f2. So this is the important points. You have to check that where the object, where image is formed. Okay, once again check optical center, and left side is focus f1, and one more is 2f1, and right side f2 means second focus. Here two focus are there, f1 and f2, and center of curvature 2 is there, 2f1 and 2f2, and one more is 2f2. Okay, so these important points we have to check that object distance and image distance. Okay, let's go to first case. What is the first case? First case is object at infinity. Means we have to take the candle, should keep very long distance from the convex lens. So, okay, check here what is the object here. So here the object is very long distance from convex lens. Okay, so this is the object. So that object is very long distance from convex lens. So here the light ray is coming parallel to principal axis and touches that convex lens. Already I said convex lens, converging lens. When the all light rays meet at that convex lens, automatically what happened? It refracted. At all refracted meet at one point. Okay, we have to adjust. We have to check here. What about image? See here, when you observe here, that image is formed exactly focus condition, means you have to get very sharp image. Okay, very sharp image. Object at infinity. Okay, that is the object. Object is very long distance from convex lens, and this is the lens, and you have to check that where you get sharp image. Okay, so this is the f2. This one is f2. Image formed. Once see here, very sharp image. What about image captures here? The image is real image. I already explained, only real image only you can capture on the screen. Image real means that is automatically inverted. So the image is real, inverted. And what about size? The size very point size like. That's why it is a highly diminished. Highly diminished means very small. And formed at where it formed f2. Understand students? This is the case 1. In the case 1, what is the uses of application of the case 1? So case 1 application is magnifying glass. Means it forms very sharp image it will form. Understand? This is the case 1. Next to case 2. What is the case 2? In the case 2, object should keep beyond, this is the 2f1, should keep that object beyond 2f1, beyond 2f1. Yes, object is, this is the 2f1, the second case is object is beyond 2f1. So object beyond 2f means the light rays coming parallel to principal axis after refraction, that image you have to adjust here where you get sharp image. Yes, so the image is formed between f2 and 2f2. So where image formed between f2 and 2f2, and also see here, how do we get catch on the screen? That's what is a real, and see here it reversed, up and right it will be reversed. That's what is the inverted image, means image is real, inverted and diminished. So compared to size of the object, compared to size of the object, the image size somewhat diminished. That's what is the image is diminished, means real, inverted, diminished, and also image formed between f2 and 2f2. Okay, so that is the case 2. In the case 2, what is the example of case 2? Case 2 example is camera lens. You know, we have to use the camera, so that on the film you get the image. That is what type of image is diminished image. So that's why case 2 example is camera lens. Next you can go for case 3. What is case 3? So case 3 is object at 2f1. Where is object? Object at 2f1. Okay, means object at center of curvature. What about image? You can adjust the image, you can move back side. Yes. So where is image is formed? Image formed at 2f2. Image formed at 2f2. Object at 2f1. Image formed means when the object is at the center of curvature, the light rays passes parallel to principal axis. After refraction, all the refracted meet at one point. So which point that is? 2f2. Okay. So this is the very important case. So why important this is? Object here, object size. See here object size. So height of the object and height of the image almost same, and also that image is real, inverted and same size, and image formed at 2f2. So where image formed 2f2. Okay, so that's why this condition is very important. And also we have to find what about focal length and what about center of curvature. So how to find center of curvature and focal length? See here, now object at 2f1 means image also formed same. See here, this is 0 condition, this is 0. So object at 0 place, and this is the 40 lens 40, and the image formed exactly 80 centimeter. So what about image here? 80 centimeter. So means the center of curvature of the lens, convex lens is 80 centimeters. Means the image formed, see once here image same size, means this is the center of curvature of the lens. So this is a center of curvature, means what about focal length? What about focal length? See here, this is f2. So what is the f2 here? 60 centimeter. What about f2? 60 centimeter. So the distance from optical center to, means this is the optical center, the distance from optical center to focus, that is nothing but focal length. Now what about focal length here? So this is 60 centimeter and this is 40. 60 minus 40, how much? 20. Means this one focal length. Focal length of this lens is nothing but 20 centimeter. How much here? 20 centimeter. Simply easily have to find. So the distance from optical center to focus. So how much focal length of this lens? 20 centimeter. Understand students? So sometimes they are asking how to find focal length of convex lens, means this is a simple way. Okay? Yes. So this is a case 3. So case 3, what is the example for case 3? So case 3 example is photocopier. In the photocopier, object size and image size always same. Understand? This is a case 3. Next you can go for case 4. What is the case 4? Case 4 is object is between 2f1 and f1. This is a 2f1 and this one is f1, means focus. Object is between f1 and 2f1. Then what about image here? So that time you have to check that object is between 2f1 and f1. Then what about image? See here, you have to check that the image you get very big image, means it is a enlarged image. What image? Enlarged image. So where the image is formed at beyond 2f2, means this is a 2f2. This is the 2f2. The image formed beyond 2f2. So what is the case 4? Case 4 is object is between 2f1 and f1. 2f1 and f1. Light rays coming parallel to principal axis and meet at one place on the screen. So what is the place here? Beyond 2f2. And also that image is real, why? Because it catch on the screen and inverted, and the size of the image is it is a enlarged image. What image? Enlarged image, and formed behind 2f2. Okay, so this is the what is the example for case 4? Case 4 example, you know very well, projector lens, especially in the cinema halls also we are using that type of lens. So what is the case? What cases you have to use in the projector? The case is fourth case. Fourth case means object is between 2f1 and f1 and image formed beyond 2f2. So what type of image this is? Enlarged image. Which image? Enlarged image. This is a case 4. So projector lens is example for case 4. Next, what about case 5? Case 5 is object at f1. Object at f1. Object is f1 means what about image? Image formed at infinity, means that light rays coming parallel after it touches the lens, after that all refracted rays and touch at for infinity place. Which place? Infinity place. Now we have to try to check the image here. Yes, now the object is at focus. So this is a case 5. In the case 5, object at focus, then the light rays passes parallel to principal axis. Then see here, the image is formed on the wall. So that wall is nothing but infinity. So means the image formed at infinity. Means object at focus, the image formed at infinity. That image is real, inverted and highly enlarged. See, the image is very big size compared to object. The image is very big size. That's why the image is highly enlarged and formed at infinity. Understand? So that's what is the first case. Reverse this. First case is object infinity, image at formed at focus. But the fifth case, object at focus, the image formed at infinity. Okay, what is the example for this case? This case example is spotlight. Okay, I think you are seeing that lights, especially in the functions, they are focusing that light on the sky. So that type of light is nothing but spotlights. So the spotlight is example for case 5. Understand, students? So next you can go for case 6. Now case 6. What is the case 6 means? Object is between f1 and O. Means object is between focus and optical center. You should keep the candle. Then what about image here? So here, when the object is kept between f1 and O, the light rays passes parallel to principal axis after refract, and one more light ray passes through optical center. Then you have to observe that image is not formed on the screen. Why? Because the type of image is virtual image. What is image here? Virtual image. Means that image is formed same side of the object. So once you see here inside the lens. So once you see that inside the lens, I think you are observing here magnifying image. Means it is a highly enlarged image. So means the image is magnified, and also that image is formed same side of the object. Same side of the object. Means what is the case 6? Case 6 is object is between f1 and O. The image is virtual and erect. Virtual means automatically it is erect, and that image is formed same side of the object. Okay, and also the image size is magnified, means highly enlarged. Okay, so what is the example for this case 6? Case 6 example is you have to using the spectacles to correct that hypermetropia, means wrong sightness. We have to using this case. Okay, in the hypermetropia correction you have to using the convex lens. So what is the case? 6th case. What is the case? 6th case means small object, it appears big image. Okay, so and also you have to using the microscopic lens. That microscopic lens also small particles, it appears very big size. Okay, so the case 6. Okay, case 6 very very important. Why? Because last 5 cases the image is real and inverted, and also it formed on the screen. But in the 6th case the image is virtual and erect, and also it is a magnifying image. Understand? This is the image formed by convex lens. Next we have to discussing about image formed by concave lens. In the concave lens we have to take the concave lens. In the concave lens only 2 cases are there. So first case. So what is the first case? First case, object at infinity. So that candle should keep long distance from the lens. So this is the object at infinity. Okay. Then what about image here? So light rays coming parallel and touches the screen, means it touches the lens. Then what about image here? The image does not catch on the screen. So there is no any image. Why? Because that concave lens forms only virtual and erect images. Virtual and erect images. That's why we have to see inside the lens. Okay. So once you see the inside the lens, so I think you get one small image inside the lens. So that image is formed on f1, is same side of the object. So case 1 in the concave lens, what is the case 1 means? Object infinity, image is formed on focus. Image formed at focus means on the f1 image is formed. So where is image formed? Inside the lens. That image is virtual, erect and highly diminished, very small size, highly diminished, formed at f1. That is the case 1. Next, what about case 2? Case 2 is object is between infinity and optical center. Any place you should keep. Place it at any place. Object between infinity and optical center, any place. Then what about image? Here light rays parallel to principal axis after diverge, because it is a diverging lens. After it forms one image is between f1 and O. Where image is formed between f1 and O. So we have to find inside the lens. So once you see here inside the lens, I think you get somewhat a diminished image. Okay, that diminished image also formed between f1 and O. Here you can get. Okay, image formed between f1 and O. Okay, yes. So what type of image this is? This image is virtual, erect and diminished. That image is formed between f1 and O, optical center. Okay, this case, what is the example for? Case 2 in the especially concave lens. So this is example for correction for myopia. You know that is site of eye, one of the site of eye. So correction for myopia. Myopia is nothing but short sightedness. So by using of the short sight, you have to the defect you have to overcome. We have to use the concave lens, which is concave lens. Case 2 means object is very long distance, but the image formed very near to the lens. Okay, that is a case 2, especially in the concave lens. What is the concave lens? Second case, object between infinity and optical center, image formed inside that same side of the object. That image is virtual, erect and diminished image. That image formed between f1 and O. Understand, students? This is the image formed by convex lens and concave lens. Okay, students, I think you get so much information about the concave and convex lens image formation. Okay, so you have to using the practically, you get so much information. You have to understand very easily. Okay, next class you have to learn some more important practicals. Means what is meant by dispersion, what is meant by scattering. Okay, that practicals you have to learn. Okay, until keep smiling. Thank you.